Welcome back to Young Tripp Reactions. The next video we're going to do is mom gets her rights taken away to give birth normally and to go through a C-section instead. Listen to me again. A woman was forced to have a C-section by court order by a judge versus her having her child normally vaginally. Absolutely insane. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Join the Young Tripp family. If you have any videos that you run across that you feel that fit the channel, post it in my community tab or send it to me over on direct message on Instagram. Also, come and follow me over on Instagram as well, too, because I post over there. If you have anything personally going on that is crazy, like the things that you see on my channel, or anything that you need advocate for, send me a direct message over on Instagram. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification and join the Young Tripp family. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and come over and follow me over on Instagram because I post over there as well too. And let's get into this.
I'm trying to understand how you are taking my rights away as a patient to be able to decide my own care.
The labor pains Cherise Doyley felt in September 2024 were familiar.
Well, nothing's been decided yet.
Yet the virtual courtroom she wound up in was anything but.
Nah, this is the craziest thing I ever seen.
Video obtained by NBC News shows the 32-year-old black woman in her hospital bed pulled into a virtual emergency court hearing as Florida state attorneys on behalf of the hospital sought a court-ordered C-section.
The state of Florida has filed a petition for declaratory judgment.
After 3 prior C-sections, Doyley, who is a birthing doula, hoped her 4th delivery would be a VBAC, or vaginal birth after C-section.
Well, my previous C-section experiences were less than ideal, specifically the recovery portion.
According to the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, a VBAC can be attempted in a hospital under close monitoring after 2 C-sections, but guidance is limited after 3 surgeries. Were you considered high risk?
I had a very normal, low-risk pregnancy.
According to court transcripts and video reviewed by NBC News, Doyley arrived at University of Florida Health Hospital in downtown Jacksonville via ambulance around 2 a.m. Doyley says that after nearly 12 hours of labor with no prior warning, a nurse handed her a tablet and told her she was now facing a circuit court judge, Michael Khalil.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
During the hearing, attending physician Dr. Aaron Burnett testified in part that Doyley had ruptured membranes and was not showing progress. Her cervical dilation had stalled, her contractions were, quote, spacing out, and fetal heart racing is looking worse. But when asked directly by the judge, Dr. Burnett says that she does not believe Doyley or her baby are in immediate danger.
Nobody is here to speak for me.
When Doyley asks if she can call a lawyer or a patient advocate, the judge says,
"There's not a constitutional right to counsel in one of these proceedings."
First reported by ProPublica, the exchange has since gone.
That's not true. You always have where you can get legal representation over anything. It doesn't matter. Oh my God. Let's continue.
Viral, reigniting an advocate, the judge says,
"There's not a constitutional right to counsel in one of these proceedings."
First reported by ProPublica, the exchange has since gone viral, reigniting national debate over fetal rights and maternal autonomy as federal abortion rights have dissipated in the post-Dobbs era. According to Pregnancy Justice, which has also represented Doyley, at least 17 states recognize, quote, fetal rights either by law or judicial decision.
In a post-Dobbs world, states do not have to defer to the rights, the interests, the desires of pregnant folks.
Kiara Bridges is a professor of law at UC Berkeley.
States are much more inclined to be punitive towards those who might be demonstrating a willingness to deprioritize the health and life of the fetus over the health and life of the pregnant person.
While court-mandated C-sections are extremely rare, according to ProPublica's analysis, they can happen anywhere courts interpret fetal rights as overriding maternal autonomy. In Doyley's case, the judge approved an emergency C-section as deemed necessary by the attending physician. Doyley says her baby was delivered by emergency C-section around 3 a.m. after medical staff said her daughter's heart rate dropped. If there were any indications that your child was in distress or that you were at risk, would you have accepted a C-section?
Absolutely. And, I even conveyed that to the judge. I did tell them that, if it gets to the point that we have to make a decision between my life and the baby's life, that I need to live. I have children in the world that need me.
NBC News reached out to the hospital and Dr. Burnett for comment, but a spokesperson for the hospital declined, citing patient privacy.
This is more than just a
The patient is speaking out and talking, though, live on the news. So what do you mean patient privacy? The patient wants you to talk to the news. Oh, please. Let's continue.
Between me.
NBC News reached out to the hospital and Dr. Burnett for comment, but a spokesperson for the hospital declined, citing patient privacy.
This is more than just a misunderstanding between a patient and provider, and ultimately an extreme abuse of power and government overreach on a mentally competent woman's bodily autonomy during labor. Honestly, it's alarming.
Zinklea Samoa, NBC News.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.
People do have the choice of choosing how they want to have their child. If they want to try regular vaginal delivery, you should allow that process to go through first before even trying to seek out a judge or anything else, because you feel that something would happen to the child and needs an emergency C-section. This hospital seemed like they just wanted to override her, and probably because of her being African American as well too, trying to think, well, we're just going to do what we want to do and try to override her and make her have the child the way we want her to have it, and feeling like in their mind that the child was having complications when the child at that was not having complications. She sounds like a woman that would, if you told her, hey, your child is having complications, that she would have went ahead and had her child through C-section if need be. She doesn't sound like the person like stubborn, like, oh, I want to give birth to my child vaginally the right normal way, and that's the only option. And if the child is not going to come out the normal way vaginally, well, I guess the child isn't going to live, and well, I guess I just won't have this child. It wasn't like she was just zoned out and not in her right mind making good sounding decisions where a judge or somebody needed to step in, or a relative or somebody or anything like that. It sounded like she could make her own sounding good decisions and would have made the best decision for her child to come into the world. And due to an emergency court order, she was forced to have her child not the way she wanted to have her child. And that is absolutely insane. And like I said, I even think that they did this to her connected to race, maybe as well too. That's not a fact. That's just, an opinion that I have, that it could be possibly connected to that, but who knows? Let me know what y'all think. I'll have the original video pinned at the top of the chat and in the link in the description. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. If you have any videos that you run across that you feel that fit the channel that you want to hear me react to, post them in my community tab or send them to me over through direct message over on Instagram. Plus, come follow me over on Instagram because I post over there as well too. If you have anything personally going on that's absolutely crazy, like some of the things that you see on my channel, send me a direct message over on Instagram, and I can help you bring awareness to it, to get more media coverage on it, to raise awareness to it, to get that situation solved. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.